I'm here with Marilyn Williams-Gerald. We're interviewing Marilyn today about her 10th annual epilepsy concert. So tell me, Marilyn, first of all, why is this particular type of concert what you chose?
Well, I wanted to go with what I knew and what I know as gospel music. Not that I'm an expert on it, but that's what I love. That's what the lyrics, the words, the meaning, that's what helps strengthen me, helps me get through what we've gone through as a family. It is a genre of music that I know quite a few people in, and so it was easier to organize something with people that I already knew, just ask them to donate their time and come and do these benefit concerts.
Okay. So can you tell me what got you interested in raising funds for epilepsy?
Well, unfortunately, it's not a happy story. My daughter was diagnosed with epilepsy about 11 years ago, and because she had so many different types of seizures, she has a mixed seizure disorder, they've not been able to stop the seizures from occurring. So we've gone from a child that was able to do above average work to a child who ended up in special education and just kind of going to school just to get some socialization or just to be around other people. And so I found out that epilepsy has affected many people's lives negatively and that they've not been able to get good seizure control. And because of that, I decided to do something that would bring attention to it and also that would help raise funds for research.
Okay. Well, that's pretty good. So then tell me, what causes epilepsy? And isn't there a cure?
Well, first of all, no, there is not a cure. What causes it? There are many different causes. But let me say that in 70% of the population of people with epilepsy, there is no known cause. So, there's just never been anything detected. As in my daughter's case, we don't know the cause. It just happened, and I'm sure there's a reason, but they don't know. In the 30% of the cases that they do know what is the cause of, it could be something like a brain tumor or stroke. One or the other, or both. It can be in a pregnant woman that she had some kind of bacterial infection that caused that went through to the baby, and the baby was then born with that disorder. There are meningitis is a cause. One of the leading causes is automobile accidents and gunshot wounds, trauma to the head, severe trauma to the head. And so those are some of the main causes in those that they know.
Okay. Now this concert is to raise funds for epilepsy. So where will all these funds go?
Well, there's two places that the funding will go. One is to the national organization, the Epilepsy Foundation. Used to be known as the Epilepsy Foundation of America, but they just shortened it to the Epilepsy Foundation. And they have a project going, a research project going, and all the funding that you send to them for research goes into the different areas that they're trying to research. They've come up with a number of different new medication. No longer are people relying only on Dilantin and phenobarbital, which are very, very hard on the body. There are a whole second generation of anti-epileptic drugs out there now, and they are coming up with some more. Some of the other things that they're looking into is some type of an implant that would actually be in the brain itself that would release a medication or a substance that would hopefully stop a seizure. The brain would already alert that it's going to seize, and then this chemical would be released to stop the seizure from even ever occurring. So they have some really exciting things on the horizon, and anything that I can do to help get funding into those research projects I think are wonderful. The other funding will go into the local chapter, which is Epilepsy Foundation of Northern California, and that's for all the Northern California area that is serviced. They will come out into your schools and train. They will come wherever you ask them to come. They will come and they will do training on seizure recognition, first aid for seizures. They train first responders, the paramedics, firemen, police. A great need is there to train police because there are seizures that go undetected that can mimic drunkenness and drug use and that kind of thing. And sometimes people have been incarcerated wrongly because they thought that they were drunk or something like that, and they thought that they were resisting arrest and abusive and that kind of thing, combative, and it was all related to seizures. So they're trying to train first responders to recognize these rare seizures so that these kinds of things don't happen. So they also have literature, they have tapes, they have books that they loan out to try to educate people, and they are also organizing groups of people to go out and advocate for funding and for changes for those who have epilepsy. As a matter of fact, they did their first march on Washington this year, and a lot of people came out for that. So that's the two places where the funding will go.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So now, where as far as the funds are concerned, how does this affect, say, your child? Is there a direct effect there or not?
Well, monetarily wise, no. We don't touch the funding. What it does is we're looking for the cure. And when the cure is found, and I believe it will be found, then my daughter will directly benefit from that, as well as so many others who are also hoping for a cure.
All right. So now, as we conclude this interview, is there anything else that you'd like to say about epilepsy?